if I were to summarize the competition, we have on the one hand Bitcoin, which is competing on robustness and Lindy and moneyness. And as you said, the Beam chain is all about improving health to the max for Ethereum layer 1, and therefore being more of a competition with Bitcoin. The other part of the competition is Solana, which is all about performance. And here, my mental model is that it's the L2s that are competing with Solana, it's not the L1 directly. Now, the good news for Solana is that there are like two key performance metrics that it has shined on in the last year or two. The first one is latency, and the second one is throughput. So latency being the very short slot times that they have. And the good news for Ethereum is that with pre-confirmations, the latency is going to be so much better than Solana, right? Instead of having to wait on average 200 milliseconds. So 200 milliseconds is 400 milliseconds divided by 2, which is the average that you have to wait depending on when your transactions land. If it lands towards the beginning of the slot or to the end of the slot. That will be reduced to something closer to 10 milliseconds. So it's a 20x improvement in terms of the latency overhead from the slots. And then the other key performance metric is throughput. And one of the things that we've seen this year is the blossoming of L2s. And there's this website, rollup.wtf, that shows the growth of throughput from the point of view of computation, which is measured in gas per second. So what we want is the Ethereum ecosystem to process as many transactions per second, and this is measured in gas per second. And if you go to the website rollup.wtf, you'll see that the L2 ecosystem as a whole is doing roughly 100 times more than Ethereum layer 1. And because of the horizontal scalability of the L2s, that could very easily be 1,000x next year and then 10,000x. It's a very scalable, sustainably scalable architecture that we have. On the other hand, Solana, what it's trying to do is run all of the activity on a single server. So every validators are expected to have one big server and run everything through it. And to a large extent, these servers are maxed out. They can't increase throughput. And so I don't see Solana increasing its gas limit 10 times over the course of next year, but I could totally see Ethereum scaling its overall gas limit across all of the L2s by a factor of 10x. This will be relatively easily. And so I think we might see the end of the Solana golden era, where the two key performance metrics that has shined on historically will no longer be competitive differentiators.